Headlines for this week include UW-La Crosse is named a bicycle-friendly university.
UWL offers a self-defense class.
And the 4th annual Chili Cook-Off raises money for the Humane Society. Stay tuned. WMCM's Week in Review is next.
Hello, and thanks for watching WMCM's Week in Review. I'm Joey Olson.
And I'm Alex Costello. UWL is changing its gears on how bikes are viewed on campus. The League of American Bicyclists have recognized UWL with a bronze-level bicycle-friendly university award. UWL achieved this award through various projects, such as having campus bike ambassadors who teach bike safety, a bait bike program to help police curb bike thefts, bike repair stands installed on campus, and a proposed bike and pedestrian master plan. UWL joins a cutting-edge group of 127 U.S. campuses in 42 states and will be joining 4 Wisconsin colleges and universities who have previously been recognized by the program. This includes UW-Madison, UW-Milwaukee, UW-Eau Claire, and Carroll University. History Associate Professor and bike advocate James Longhurst says, "With any luck next time we apply, we can move up to at least a silver status." Congratulations, UWL.
This week on campus is It's On Us Week, a national campaign that the Student Association is participating in to work on preventing and spreading awareness of sexual assault, with plenty of events to spread the word on campus this week. On Tuesday, the RHAC, Student Association, and Fraternity and Sorority Life teamed up with the UWL Police Department for a self-defense class, which we will hear about later on from our WMCM crew. Wednesday on Graf Main Hall had the showing of The Hunting Ground, a movie spreading awareness of rape crimes on college campuses and the toll they take on students and their families. And this Friday, November 13th, is the Tackling Sexual Assault Flag Football Tournament. Grab 6 to 8 friends, sign up and play some flag football. For last-minute entry, contact Alyssa Yates if you still wish to play. The cost is $60 per team, including a t-shirt, and all proceeds will go to benefit New Horizons Outreach Shelter. Lastly, take the It's On Us pledge and be a part of the solution. For more information about taking the pledge to stop sexual assault on campus, go to itsonus.org.
UWL business students got a super experience making class projects come to life. Seniors Cole Solomon and Shane Adler spoke to a crowd of 300 people at Pearl Street Brewery in La Crosse as they pitched their idea to improve the city through the La Crosse Soup program. The La Crosse Soup works by attendees paying $5 to get in and voting on the 4 ideas that they are presented, with giving the most popular idea winning all of the money collected at the door. Cole and Shane's project Tech Trails, winning first place of the night, would install scannable codes in Hickson Forest so hikers, bikers, and skiers can have a map of the forest sent to their phone for easy viewing. In total, the La Crosse Soup raised $800 for the Tech Trails project. This week, our WMCM crew visited a self-defense class here on campus. Let's take a look at what they learned.
Tuesday night, the UW-La Crosse Police Department worked with the Eagle Rec Center staff to provide students with a basic interactive self-defense program.
What we're going to be doing is learning some basic techniques to hopefully help a victim protect themselves in the event of an assault or sexual assault. Minor things like punches, kicks, knee strikes, and then we'll move into more detailed things.
This program provides an easy-to-learn, yet effective system that welcomes all students on campus to join. Whether you are big or small, male or female, this program will give you the skills and confidence to feel safer and more secure every day.
A lot of the students here at UWL are not originally from La Crosse, and so maybe people don't know the area as well, and so they don't know where they are. They might not know their surroundings off of campus as well as if they had grown up here, and so they may not know what the bad areas might be, and so it could be very useful in those situations.
The majority of the time you're going to be by yourself, or you'll only have a friend. Law enforcement response is several minutes away, so it's up to you to defend yourself.
Students had the opportunity to use these techniques with a partner that has the potential to translate to a real-life scenario.
I have been in karate for 6 years. I'm a first-degree black belt, so I knew a lot of it, but it's a really good refresher. I liked seeing people that didn't have the experience get to learn things like this because it's very important for people to know how to take care of themselves.
Officer Barton hopes students gain valuable skills from his self-defense class, but there's one main thing he hopes you take with you out the door.
Situational awareness. That's one thing I do see that most people lack here on campus. Everybody's, when they're walking from building to building, have their face buried in their cell phone or whatever. And while they're doing that, they're not paying attention to what's going on. They don't pay attention to who's walking around, who's coming up close behind them. And I think that's one thing that I hope everyone will take away from this class.
Reporting for WMCM News, this has been Travis Jadell, Alec Bruss, and Hannah Lashak.
For more information on self-defense or crime prevention, you can visit the police department here on campus or look at the school website. Now here's Gordon Patterson to tell us about events around campus this weekend. Gordon?
Thanks, Joey. Coming up this week, we have the 4th annual Chili Cook-Off, benefiting the Cooley Region Humane Society and the UWL Zone RAQ Radio, with 80% of the proceeds going to the Humane Society and 20% going to RAQ. It's open to all ages, it's $5 for admission, and that gets you as much chili as you can consume. The event takes place at the Eagle's Nest, 1914 Campbell Road, this Saturday from 5:30 until 8 in the evening. Come and support these organizations and eat some really great chili. Also coming up Monday the 16th, there's a fireside poetry night at the Myrick Park Pavilion. It's hosted by the UWL English Club, and it will take place from 6:30 to 9:30 in the evening. There will be free food, hot chocolate, and tea, so stop by, bring some prose, some poetry, or just come by and listen and relax. Finally, tonight, there will be a bingo night at the Onalaska American Legion Hall from 5 to 8 p.m. There will be cash prizes, free popcorn, and a whole lot of fun. All proceeds go to the Cooley Region Humane Society, so come out and show your support. That's all we have for this week's live shot. Now back to you, Joey.
Thanks, Gordon. One thing I always thought of is, how can I stop growing up? Or how can I stop time? Well, I'm convinced time doesn't stop, but inside Assistant Biology Professor Jenny Klein's lab, they are trying to answer an age-old question: how can we prevent aging? Klein and her students are looking into how oxidation, part of the process of aging, affects your muscles. One way they are trying to answer this is by raising zebrafish and testing how aging influences gene expression. Klein states that aging is under-researched. We think of it as a natural part of life, but these debilitating diseases like heart failure are only to become more of a problem as the population gets older. Recently, Klein received a grant worth $329,169 from the National Institute of Health. The money is vital to secure necessary equipment for the research. Klein has about 10 students working inside the lab and states that where students learn and seeing students learn, that's the joy. The Cooley Region Humane Society has many pets in need of loving homes. Here's some of the animals available in this week's edition of Perfect Pets.
My name is Josie. I love being scratched underneath my neck and getting loved. I need a home.
Hi, I'm Casanova. I'm practically fearless in the way that I'm not afraid to say hello.
My name's Tyson. Be careful when you pet me. I'll start licking and giving you a little love nibble.
I'm Autumn. I'm only 8 months old, but they say I'm the sweetest and most snuggly girl ever.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. Former UWL archaeology professor Jim Gallagher will share his favorite archaeological sites from the more than 20 trips he has taken to Ireland. Gallagher, who served as a director of the Mississippi Valley Archaeology Center will speak on Jim Gallagher's favorite archaeological places in Ireland during the center's annual awards presentation today at Portugal Cartwright Center, starting at 6 p.m. Gallagher organized and led hiking tours to Ireland from Lacrosse for 15 years and has hiked hundreds of miles along the island's many walking routes. During his presentation, he'll show artifacts ranging from Iron Age bog bodies to golden treasures, as well as stories and scenic photos from his many hikes. The event is free and open to the public.
If you still haven't found what you're looking for, the next multimedia light and laser show might be just for you. The show, featuring U2's The Best of 1980 to 1990, will take place this weekend. The Planetarium's public program theme for November is Space Dreams. There will be a talk followed by the multimedia audiovisual presentation featuring the U2 visual show. With or without you, the show will happen Friday, November 13th, starting at 8 p.m. inside 20 Cowley Hall. Admission is $5. You can also see the show on Saturdays at 1 p.m. from the 14th to the 28th. Admission is $3 for students, seniors, and children, $5 for others. For more information, contact Bob Allen or visit the Planetarium's website. Each week, the WMCM crew goes out and talks to your fellow peers in a segment we like to call Campus Insight. This week, they asked students what they would do after the first snowfall.
Campus Insight. We asked students what they plan to do after the first snowfall. Okay, so what do you plan to do when the first snow falls?
I'm going to make a snow angel.
Go skiing.
Skiing?
Definitely go skiing with her and just run around and have fun in it.
So what do you plan to do when the first snow falls?
I'm going to get a seasonal beverage, preferably peppermint flavored.
So what do you plan to do after the first snowfall?
Probably wear pants.
I plan to go snowmobiling with my family.
Well, what do you plan to do after the first snowfall?
I'll probably go outside just to experience it and then go back inside because it's cold.
I plan to do a lot of snowboarding. Really excited to get out there.
So what are you going to do when the first snow falls?
I'll probably try not to hurt myself crossing Drake Field.
It hasn't even snowed yet, but Ben here has already accomplished his post-snowfall goal of getting his seasonal drink. What do you have there, Ben?
A peppermint mocha.
Peppermint mocha, very nice.
Ouch.
For WMCM, this has been Sam Schmitz and Kelly Lusk. Now back to you.
Thanks, guys. Look for the WMCM crew around campus for your chance to have your opinions heard on next week's Campus Insight. And now here's Jordan Rather with a review of the movie Max.
Thank you, Alex, and welcome back to another installment of Weekend Review's Movie Review. Yesterday, I paid homage by watching a movie called Max. After U.S. Marine Kyle Wincott is killed in Afghanistan, Max, his highly trained service dog, is too traumatized to remain in service. Back in the U.S., Kyle's family adopts the dog, but teenage brother Justin has problems of his own and doesn't want the animal. However, Max may be Justin's only chance to learn what really happened to his brother. With the help of a dog-savvy friend, Justin and Max begin to bond and set out to unravel the mystery of Kyle's death. I may be a little biased, having owned a German Shepherd, but per usual, this Belgian Shepherd, military working dog, steals the show. The film Max shares the same producer as a doggy classic, Marley and Me. I love dogs personally. They release oxytocin, help extend life by 10 years, reduce risk of health disease, help with depression, the list goes on. This movie hits so close to home, be prepared to get emotional. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Wants us to stay put. Nose of a dog, the heart of a Marine. Sounds like a hero to me.
We're so proud of you both.
Oh, you hear that, Max? Say hi.
Come say goodbye to your brother. Justin.
Leave him be. I'm just over here dealing with a minor insurgency. He's trying to save the whole universe.
I thought I was going to see you at work this morning, 8 a.m.
Waste my summer? Dad, what are they doing here?
Max bonded so closely with Kyle, he can't work with anyone else.
Are you sure you want to do this? I gotta go take care of that dog. Won't let me touch him.
I can come over and show you a few tricks. Max just has to know that you want him.
It's a start.
So was Max like a bad dog?
Max was as good a dog as ever passed through his facility. Animals can come down with post-traumatic stress, the same as people can.
Shh, Max, it's okay, it's okay.
I've told a million lies, but now I tell a single truth.
Boy.
There's you in everything I do.
I wouldn't tell you how sorry I am. God was the best friend that I ever had.
Tyler's someone you should stay away from. I'm talking about some bad business here.
Your brother always wanted to be a hero. Look where it got him.
What do you got in those crates?
Dad's left a really weird message and just disappeared.
So let's do this.
Max, go search.
It's just a kid and his dog out there. Let's go.
I'm not gonna leave here without my dad.
We got the Air Jordan of dogs here, man.
What, do you want me to stay? Just till you fall asleep.
You've been out here all night?
I don't want to talk about it.
Is it cold in here? Because I just got chills. Woof. Talk about a tearjerker. With yesterday being Veterans Day, as gratitude for what our soldiers do, and a salute to the belated holiday, watching this movie would be a great idea. This movie is your key to a good time. You won't want to press pause. But I must warn you, it is a sad tale. Stay tuned. WMCM's Rain Man, Ryan Malliet, is up next with his predictions of this weekend's weather.
WMCM TV has a brand new sports show. That's right. Join us every Monday and Friday to keep up to date with all the Eagle athletics. We'll recap highlights, talk to coaches and players, and keep you up to date on what's happening around campus. Pretty cool, right? The show that I'm talking about is Eagle Nation. So join the crew every Monday and Friday at 12 p.m. to talk about UWL athletics. So when you think of sports, think of us, Eagle Nation, on WMCM TV.
At the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, surround yourself with potential. Surround yourself with lifelong friends. Step on campus and be welcomed with a friendly smile. It's just like home. Surround yourself with nature's beauty. Nestled in western Wisconsin's driftless area, it's perfect for learning. Hike the bluffs, bike the marsh, soar. Surround yourself with challenging academics. Our motto is Men's Corpus Gay, Latin for mind and body. Experience a whole education. Conduct research. Surround yourself with distinction. Surround yourself with UW-La Crosse.
Hi, now I'm Collin Malliet here with your weather. Tonight it'll be partly cloudy with wind blowing at 22 miles per hour to the west-northwest. 36 degrees. You're going to want a fat Netflix queue tonight because you're going to want to stay and it'll be pretty chilly. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with wind a little bit blustier at the 24 miles per hour. 45 degrees. It's an average fall day. You're going to want to do a bluff hike or go downtown for some coffee. And then for Saturday, mostly sunny. It is very nice, 58 degrees with wind only at 10 miles per hour. Take advantage of the wonderful weather we're going to be having, because it'll be the last one before fall finally takes hold. Sunday, it'll be sunny, 62 degrees, much better, and wind again at 12 miles per hour. So, like I said, take advantage of everything this weekend before it gets cold. And now we're going to head over to Peter Lenz with this week's interview.
Thanks, Collin. I'm here with Joshua Hrabowski. Joshua is an admissions counselor here at La Crosse. How are you doing today, Joshua? Are you excited?
I'm great. I'm excited to be here.
I'm glad. Is this your debut on WMCM?
This is my first appearance, yes.
I'm glad I could be here. I'm glad I could be a part of this experience. Well, we're going to start coming at you with the hard-hitting questions. I'm going to start you off. Now, would you rather live one life that lasts 1,000 years or 10 lives that last 100 years each?
It's definitely a hard-hitting question.
Oh, yeah.
You know, are you familiar with the movie Groundhog's Day?
Oh, for sure. Most definitely.
One of my favorites, a chance to live your day every day over and over again until you get it right. So I think I'd be all about the living 10 lives for 100 years. Yeah. That'd be pretty good.
Exactly.
Although I'm hoping I forget the birth part every time.
Hopefully. That would be the goal. Because you get to kind of get some new experiences in there. I like that. So I said that you were an admissions counselor, but that doesn't exactly tell us too much about what you do. Would you care to elaborate a little bit on the average day in the life of Joshua Hrabowski?
Sure. The average day changes dramatically, but a lot of the processing that we don't see, the behind-the-scenes kind of things, the loading of applications and meeting with families, loading things like ACT scores, high school transcripts, those are kind of the things that you don't see when you're behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And that's really a lot of part of my day-to-day reviewing, looking at files and such. So, on average, we're going to see about 7,000 applications or so for a freshman class, about 2,050 students. So it's a lot of paperwork.
Yes.
If we get about 7,000 applications, say 3 pieces of mail for each person. It's a lot to sort through, a lot to work through, and I help kind of coordinate all of that efforts to get an application complete and then reviewed, and then help people kind of work through that application process.
A lot to sift through, especially at a school here like UW La Crosse. We have a lot of people trying to get in here.
Oh, absolutely.
So I see you have a lot of kind of that paperwork to work through. What is your most rewarding part of your job?
Well, the paperwork is one thing, but really when it gets to interacting with people, working with our visitors, working with our students on campus, as a student here, you kind of know what the process is like to work with our great caliber students, and so as I get to work with our student leaders, some of our vanguards who offer the campus tours, also our student employees who help a lot with the process, it's kind of neat to see them grow over the course of 4 years and then kind of see them graduate over that time. So that's one of the parts I probably enjoy the most, is actually working with students and also our prospective visitors and guests. They're a lot of fun to kind of get to know and hear their stories.
Yeah, I bet that's pretty rewarding.
Yeah.
You probably see a lot of interesting people through your days, don't you?
Interesting, I think, just is the surface of it. Yeah.
To say the least.
Yes,
to say the least.
Exactly.
So we have some the best parts of being a admissions counselor. What's some of the most challenging parts?
There are some tough decisions that we do have to make. I know I've been in the business for about 10 years now at UWL, and there are some tough decisions when you have to kind of make decisions and say, I'm sorry, you're not admitted. Wouldn't be the first time I've had someone in the office cry who kind of had the decision or overwhelmed about kind of the college process. So sometimes it is a little personal, and you do have to take time to get to know them.
That'd be pretty tough. Letting people down is always a hard thing.
Right.
So like you say, you do have to kind of give the bad news to some people. What are some of the qualities that you look for in a student that you would accept into UW La Crosse?
Yeah. So, we look at a lot of factors. We do what's called a holistic review of applications, or a comprehensive review. And there's nothing that we don't touch in the interview process. We look at grades, certainly ACT scores. We look at high school grades, class rank, or GPA if a school doesn't rank. We also look at personal statements, or maybe any special talents or diversity aspects they're going to bring to our campus. Because we know it's not just about one person being admitted. We also want to have a well-rounded freshman class. And so that means we have to look at all different aspects that go into that process.
A lot of different stuff to look at, I feel like. So within all of your years, you said you had 10 years of experience. What is kind of one memory that sticks out to you in your memory of your kind of most memorable experience being an admissions counselor?
There's plenty I think back of. One of my first year, I had a student I worked with, and he was one of those students who was not initially admitted to the university.
Oh, yeah.
But it was nice to kind of work with him, work him through the process, and eventually get him admitted to the university. And then getting that thank you note at the end of it was great.
I bet that was pretty fulfilling. Awesome. So hey, that is just a great thing to hear about. But I'm going to end this interview with just one piece of advice. If you could give one piece of advice to a student that's trying to get into our campus here at UW La Crosse, what would your piece of advice for him be?
I would say that one piece of advice would be never stop trying.
Never stop trying.
If you can't get admitted as a freshman to UW La Crosse, there's other avenues. Part of it is just building a relationship. We've had some students who literally at the end of their admissions process have a stack, multiple levels, layers of the application process, and some don't even get admitted as a freshman, but then will apply as a transfer student.
Yeah.
So there's always many ways to get into La Crosse, and just never give up.
That's a great tip. Never give up. You heard it here first. So hey, stay tuned, guys, because Greg Hill is going to be coming at you with some This Week Sports. But first, we have to take a look at those adorable pets over there looking for some loving homes at This Week's Perfect Pets.
My name is Josie. I love being scratched underneath my neck and getting loved. I need a home.
Hi, I'm Casanova. I'm practically fearless in the way that I'm not afraid to say hello.
My name's Tyson. Be careful when you pet me. I'll start licking and giving you a little love nibble.
I'm Autumn. I'm only 8 months old, but they say I'm the sweetest and most snuggly girl ever.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the phone number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. The UWL women's volleyball team has earned a bid to the 2015 NCAA Division III Championship playoffs. This will be the Eagles' 13th appearance in school history, visiting the Division III playoff series. Fourth-year head coach Lily Halleck said she was thrilled with the bid. She is quoted saying, "Our winning record against regionally and nationally ranked teams must have impressed the committee. It is an exciting moment for our program." UWL will face off against Carthage later tonight in an 8-team regional showdown in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We lead the all-time series against Carthage by 10 wins, 8 losses, and 1 tie. The winner of this game will face off against the victor in the matchup between Dominican and Illinois Wesleyan on Friday. Another Eagles team has earned their bid into the NCAA Championship playoffs as well. For the first time in school history, the Lady Eagles soccer team earned their bid on Monday. The playoffs are being hosted by Illinois Wesleyan in Bloomington. 2-year head coach and WIAC Coach of the Year Jason Murphy says that their season has well prepared them for this weekend, further expressing how proud he was of his team this season. Coach Murphy went on to say, quote, "The first time UWL has played in the NCAA tournament is a huge accomplishment for these women. We believe we have more work ahead of us this weekend. There are many student athletes who have worked hard to get UWL soccer to this point. I'm happy for this team." Along with Murphy's accomplishments, 4 players, 3 of whom are freshmen, have been named to the 2015 Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic All-Conference Soccer Team. This is the second straight season UWL has 4 student athletes named to the All-Conference team. Our Eagles will take on Pomona Pitzer College from California this Saturday at 1:30 p.m. And finally, on other sports briefs going on around campus, keeping on track with the playoff run, both the men and women's cross-country teams are making appearances in the NCAA Division III Midwest Regional Meet. The meet will take place at Saukee Golf Course in Rock Island, Illinois. UWL's men's cross-country team is ranked 13th in the top 35 poll in the nation. The women's team is ranked 23rd in the same top 35 poll. Upcoming matchups for UWL sports: men's basketball opens up their season on the road against Augustana College on Friday. Our wrestling team travels to Decorah on Saturday, and the football team takes on UW Platteville this weekend. And that is all for this week's sports.
So what I really liked about Jordan's movie, Max,
Yes?
it was talking about Veterans Day.
It was a good wrap-up. I like that, too. It matched up pretty well. It's a good way to celebrate, even if you happen to miss it.
Although Memorial Day happened yesterday, you always got to think that every day should be Memorial Day. You should go find a way to thank a veteran. You know those veterans that always wear those caps that you see all the time? If you just go and ask what they, just ask them thank you and just listen to them, it would totally make their day and totally just being awesome.
So thank you for all those who have served out there. We really, really appreciate it.
Oh, always, always.
Well, thanks for watching WMCM's Week in Review. Make sure to join us next week, Thursday at 4:30, right here on Campus Channel 6, Charter Channel 96, and Digital Cable Channel 989.